What is going on, guys? I hope you're doing alright. This is your friend Red with another video from Paragon. Today we are doing a build and guide of the 10th Belica. So let's jump right into it. We are starting with the Magus card as our prime card for some additional damage and damage for minions against structures. As Belica is a great lane pusher, it's coming very handy when you need to do so. First 3 points we are going with the cast token for some additional damage to help us with those last hits. We're going with a health potion and mana potion for some sustainability in lane. Next on we've got the whole build here. I like to build my decks universally because, as you can see, I'm not a top level player, so I don't have a lot of deck spots, so I don't like to shuffle them around. It's time consuming for me, so I like to build my deck universally so I can have everything I need in one place. So let's start. First of all, we've got our Amp Crystal with Major Cast, mana and cast, so this is for additional mana and energy damage. Celestine Diamond is my first card. First 6 points I go with a Celestine Diamond with 3 minor casts. As you can see, it's quite a good card. It gives you energy damage, health regeneration and mana, and also 75 mana when fully upgraded. So first 6 points, I think a very good investment in that case. We've got a Crystal Conduit for energy damage, penetration and some additional mana. We've got Magus Sword, of course, for if we are solo laning or if there is a Kalari in the opposite team, it comes in handy. You can use it, you can not use it, it's generally your choice. We've got Major Cast and 2 casts here. Okay, we've got Staff of Adamant with 1 health, 1 cast and 1 major cast. We've got 2 Wellspring staffs, each one of them with major cast and mana. And of course we've got 2 cards for armor. We've got Etherweave Mesh for our energy armor with 3 barriers, and we've got Quantum Casing for our physical armor with 3 guards. So as you can see, each one of the cards is built as a 10-point card, so in the end we are having 6 10-point cards, and basically you can shuffle them around depending on what you need at the round. Yes, so if you got like 5 physical damage enemies, of course you won't need the Etherweave Mesh, and you can invest it in for example second Wellspring staff if you need some additional damage, or in a penetration if you need it. So this is pretty much it. I think now we'll jump right into some highlights from my gameplay using this build, so let's see how it plays. So let's get this show rolling. Not even 3 minutes into the game, we've got our first action. Our Grux attacks the enemy tower. He gets pulled by the enemy Grux. I use my Seismic Assault to interrupt him. Then our Grux pulls the enemy Grux, and we simply finish him off. It's a nice first kill. With our first 6 points, we are getting the Celestine Diamond with 3 minor casts, and this leaves us with 32.5 additional energy damage and total of 453 mana, as well as 3 points of health regeneration. So I'm on my way to middle lane to help my teammates, but oh, what's this? Kwang is getting to our right lane, so I start attacking him. He throws his sword, which tethers me to him, but I use my Seismic Assault, and luckily he steps right on it. I use my Void Bomb, I try with my ultimate, and he's just left with this last sliver of health, but luckily our Grux is very offensive and he finishes him off. After getting that kill, I go to the jungle to assist in the Grux's escape, but unfortunately I noticed that being on half health, he decides to attack enemy blue buff. I noticed Chimera is going down the steps, but I just hoped he didn't notice us, and for the second there I thought he really didn't, but in a few seconds he joins in, he jumps Grux, and he leaves him on the last pieces of his health. Even Iggy joins here and puts his flame turrets. We try to escape to the middle lane, try to cross it to the other side. I look back, I should have used my Seismic Assault right here to stop the enemy from chasing our Grux. Unfortunately I did it too late, so Grux died. I tried to escape, but I take the wrong turn. I thought it was the one that would drop me after the tower, closer to the middle of the map, but unfortunately I missed the way. I get pulled by Grux and I just got fucked by all of them. Anyway, we've got another 3 points to spend, so normally I would get a ward if there was a Kalari on the enemy team or I was solo laning, but since there is no Kalari and I'm on lane with Grux, I get my Wellspring staff for some additional energy damage and mana. So I'm chilling here with my buddy Murdoch on the middle lane. I decide to go to the right one to assist my teammates. I drop down to the jungle, but oh, Kwong is here again. I decide to escape, but I take the wrong way. So I decide to stay and fight. I use my Seismic Assault. I use my Void Bomb, taking a huge chunk of his health. And hold that, sir. Yes, that's it. So now there is some serious action going on under our right tower. Iggy is trying to make a move on us, but Grux luckily manages to pull him in. We try to kill him off, but he uses his ultimate. So do I, but didn't manage to kill him with this one. So we stand back for a while, looking for any way to go in. Murdoch takes down the Iggy, so there's the advantage. Grux pulls our Kalari. She somehow managed to escape from there, but there's such a commotion with all those minions. I try to lay some damage on the enemy, but being on so low health and nearly no mana, I'm not sure why I did it. I chased down Grux, putting some shots into his back. Kwang chased down the Grux, who manages to pull him, but unfortunately he died. I'm alone with Kalari. She attacks Kwong. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I try to chase him down as well, ignoring Grux for a while here, but Kalari managed to take down Kwong. I use my Seismic Assault to interrupt Grux. I escape, just trying to avoid those hits, and just in the last second Kalari stabs him in the back and we took down 3 enemies here, with me having barely no mana, Kalari on her last pieces of health, and unfortunately losing Grux. So it's time for another 6 points to spend. I decide to upgrade my Wellspring staff with a major cast and mana, but finally I decide to put my 2 points into the remaining cast as well, because I think I'm gonna need that additional 13 points of energy damage which comes from the full upgrade. So I decide to discard my health potion and just be a little more careful from now on. Being careful didn't really work out, as I died just a few minutes later, but I managed to get my additional 3 points, so I can spend them now. I checked how many enemies do we have with the physical damage, and I can see that there are 3 quite aggressive guys with physical damage, so I decide to go with Quantum Casing at this point. So I'm back on the right lane, and it seems like Kwong wants some more from sweet Belica. He tries to cut off our Grux. I put my Seismic Assault and Void Bomb, and this is once again deja vu. I ultimate him while he's being pulled by Grux. Of course, we do not stop there. Seeing the opportunity with Grux, we attack the enemy tower. Once again, I put my Seismic Assault, which interrupts Grux. I put my Void Bomb, which finishes the job. I'm still fighting my battles on the right lane. Kalari decides to assassinate Iggy. He uses his ultimate and melts her down pretty much right away. He attacks me. I'm very low on health. I decide to use my last resort, and boom! It works again. Alright, next 6 points to spend. I decide to fully upgrade my Quantum Casing, as I think the damage is alright for now. So I'm left at 177 physical armor and a total of 10% cooldown reduction. Now there is some serious fighting going on in the jungle. I decide to take a look. I drop my Void Bomb just in the middle of that commotion. I use my Seismic Assault and I manage to take down Grux. Murdoch starts to chase Iggy. I'm not sure if I should help him because I think he's already dead. I'm hesitating for a moment, but then I decide to join in. Of course it's too late, and of course I die as well. So remember, hesitation is your greatest enemy. Either you go for it or you don't. Anyway, next 3 points to spend for our upgrades. I decide to go with Staff of Adamant because I think that additional 100 points of health and damage will do some good to me. Okay, so I cleared some minions on the right lane and I just got back to base to go to defend left. I spend my 3 points on the major cast in my Staff of Adamant and go to defend left lane against Chimera, who is feeling very confident that he can take this tower, but I think he underestimated the power of minions and he just got melted. Okay, next 3 points for me. I discard my mana potion in order to have 4 points to be able to complete the Staff of Adamant. I get the health and cast, leaving me on 130 energy damage and 1900 health. Once again, nothing really interesting happens, so another 6 points to spend. We are getting another Wellspring staff and major cast, leaving us with 156 energy damage. So another action in the jungle, I just get in the middle of it, I throw my drone, Iggy gets zapped a lot and he's finished by Grax after my Seismic Assault and Void Bomb. Although enemy Grax is not giving up, I try to save our Grax with my Seismic Assault and Void Bomb. Actually, I didn't manage, I used my ultimate, but finally all 4 of us managed to take him down. It was a tough one. So the chances are pretty much even now. We've got only 1 tower left on our last hit points, and so does the enemy. I go to help my teammates on the right lane, and of course my ultimate does not fail me again, and Kwang gets it. In the meantime, I spent 2 points on my upgrade of Wellspring staff. It was a 2-point cast. So we caught Chimera trying to push our right lane, the 3 of us chase him down, he stepped right on my Seismic Assault and he got thrown around like a ragdoll and finally finished off. Okay, so we took down the enemy inhibitor in the middle and now we've got 7 points to spend, so we complete our Wellspring staff with a 2-point mana and we replace the Celestine Diamond with Amp Crystal because we are not gonna actually need that 1.4 for health regeneration anymore, and we're gonna get a lot more energy damage and mana from this Amp Crystal. So we take it and we finish it on the spot. So this is a very last and very crucial action of this match. We managed to steal Orb Prime from the enemy, killing 2 of them in the process. Grax and Iggy are down at this point. We advanced on the right inhibitor, killed Murdoch in the meantime, took down that inhibitor. Chimera got killed in the meantime as well, and it was pretty much game over from this point. Okay, so that's it. That's my build for Belica. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more stuff from Paragon. The full build will be in the description, so you don't have to look through the video. Of course, we didn't manage to finish it during the match, so the last card is pretty much up to you. Yes, it depends on what you need at this point. As I said, it's a very universal build, so I think quite useful in every kind of match. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and take care.